Are you interested in moving to the UK for studies? Are you interested in moving with your family while you were thinking of going to the UK for studies? If you are, then I want you to put the brakes on your plans because the UK recently came out with some new policies that is going to affect students the world over who are looking to come into the UK to study with their families. Now, if you're interested in moving to the UK for studies and you want to move with your family, you are in the right place because we're going to be telling you everything about this new immigration policy. So what do? Why don't you go on now, get your pen, get your pad, give me 1 second, I'm going to dash up to the market and you guys already know what comes next. Let's get it.
You know the way I do it when I drop lyrical. Anytime I spit lyrical, philosophical. All the niggas mimical, but they stare still on taking literal. Punchlines collateral. Maximum damage.
Hello, Chronicles. Hello, YouTube. How are you all doing today? It's still your value-based King Fuse out another value-packed episode. Now, in this one, we're going to be talking about the new immigration policy that was passed out by Rishi Sunak. You know Rishi Sunak? Yep, the new PM in the UK. Yep, that one. So they came out with a new policy that changes the game, rips up the old scripts and writes new ones out. And it's going to be affecting people who are interested in moving to the UK for studies with their families. We know that people in their quest to look for greener pastures, in their quest to have their families experience what they are going to be experiencing when they relocate to the UK, many people, more and more people are thinking of relocating to the UK with their families, even though they are going to be studying. And it makes sense. It makes lots of sense. You're going to be studying. You don't have time to work. You want to move with your wife and your kids. Your wife might be working and she might be supporting the family, or the wife might be the one studying. The man might be working, supporting the family. It makes lots and lots of sense. But things have changed. The game has changed now. Why? Now, it was discovered, the statistics that came out this year discovered that 700,000 dependents, I'm not talking about primary applicants, I'm not talking about the primary applicants are actually the students going to the UK to study. No, 700,000 dependents make their way into the UK. In fact, made their way into the UK in 2023. This year, and this year is not even over, it has not even ended yet. So 700,000 dependents came with their primary applicants who were coming to the UK to study. This is 7 times the rate and level that it was at in 2019. In fact, every month, over 135,000 visas are approved for dependents. Do you get it? So these figures are too much. Now, the cabinet of Rishi Sunak, with the man himself, decided that with this amount of people coming into the UK every month, every year, it's not sustainable. Opportunities are going to be less and far between for the locals or the people back in the UK. So they've decided that come January 2024, if you are traveling to the UK to study, if you're traveling to the UK to study, you are no longer going to be eligible, or you're no longer going to be allowed to come to the UK with your wife if you're the man going to study, or with your husband if it's the wife who is coming to the UK to study. So no more. If you're coming to the UK, if the UK is your choice destination, just take it that you are not going to be able to travel with your dependents or your family. However, there are exceptions. Someone is screaming, Fuse! Fuse! That's not what I heard! Slow down, sailor, slow down. I'm getting there. Slow down. So there are exceptions. There are exceptions. Now, if you are studying a master's degree course that is research-based, if you're studying a BSc or a bachelor's degree course that is research-based, if you're studying a doctorate degree course that is research-based, you are exempt. You can come to the UK with your family. But any academic or classroom-based course that you're coming for, whether it's the bachelor's level, master's level, even a doctorate level, if it's classroom based and not research based, you cannot come to the UK with your family. Okay, you need to bear this in mind. If you were pumped up, hyped up, and willing to go to the UK, if you started the process, please, sir, please, madam, put the brakes up on it. Put the brakes up on it and actually consider this closely. Would you want to go to the UK to work and then come back home if you plan to stay there because your family is here? There's no other way your family can come meet you there with your level. And I forgot to mention something. If you are a student going to the UK from January 2024, you cannot switch from a student visa to a work visa while you are still studying. You have to finish your education, you have to finish your degree program, your master's program, your doctorate program before you can apply for a change in visa status from student visa to work visa. There's a whole lot of immigration rules and policies that are coming out. Every country is looking after its own interests. Nobody wants foreigners to come take up the opportunities. They want to make sure that there are more and ample opportunities for the locals. So who is going to blame them? Who is going to blame them? Nobody's going to blame them. I guess every country needs to start looking after its own business. But this is the rule. Now, the reason why we decided to make this video is because many people have been reaching out to the Fuse Chronicles platform. Many people have been reaching out to us. Fuse, what am I hearing? What is going on? PhD people, master's people, BSc people. How does this affect everybody? So I guess now you now know how this affects you and you can plan accordingly. Okay, so guys, I hope this video was very informative to you. I hope you got some value in this video. If you did, do not hesitate, do not forget, go down, smash the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, like the video, and please and please and please share this video with your friends. In our next episode, we're going to be coming out with more and more opportunities, particularly for people who are looking to travel overseas and are wondering, Fuse, how can I protect myself from unforeseen situations and circumstances? We're going to be coming out with the best ways that you can actually know the best insurance packages, premium, and companies that are tailor-made for you. The rules, the things, the tips, the fine prints that you need to look out for so that you don't get duped, so you don't get scammed, so you don't get your money taken away from you, okay? If you don't want to miss that episode, if you don't want to miss that content, go on down, smash the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, like our video, and of course, share them with your friends. If you want to know, if you're interested in moving to the UK for your doctorate degree, obviously you've heard about this new immigration law. You might be someone who has already bagged your master's and you want to go to the UK for your doctorate degree, for your PhD, and it's research based. Why don't you click on that video that's going to pop up to my right that tells you everything you need to know about preparing for your master's degree, for your doctorate degree program to the UK, how to write your proposal, what you need to involve in your proposal, the documentation you need to submit, everything you need to know is going to be in that video. So why don't you click it, and I'll see you guys on the next one. I remain your value-based king, Fuse. Bye-bye for now.